Hey everyone, it's Julie Moon, Senior Research Analyst at Finovate, and I'm bringing you another 25 in 5. These are videos where we ask 25 rapid fire questions in under 5 minutes to our FinovateSpring Demoing companies. Today I'm joined by Matthew Bellows, CEO of bodeswell.io. Matthew, thank you so much for joining us today.
Happy to be here.
Great, so let's jump right into the questions. Number 1, what did you have for lunch?
It's only 10 a.m. here on the East Coast, so.
Oh, you haven't had lunch yet. Okay, what did you have for lunch yesterday?
Yesterday I had a little egg omelet thing with tortilla on top.
Very good. When did bodeswell.io launch?
2 years ago.
What were you doing prior to your position there?
I was founder and CEO of a company called Yesware.
What was your very first job?
My very first job was a beta tester of video games, which I think is probably the best job for a teenager ever.
Yeah. When you're not working, what do you like to do for fun?
Throw big dinner parties.
Do you prefer iPhone or Android?
100% Apple.
Sunrises or sunsets?
100% sunrises.
What are 3 attributes that are important for a CEO to have?
Judgment, equanimity, and grit.
Who is a tech CEO that you admire?
Before this week, I would have said Jason Fried from Basecamp, but now I'm going to go with Brian Halligan from HubSpot.
What is one fintech that you use and like on a day-to-day basis?
Bodeswell.io.
Good answer. What will be the biggest fintech trend this year?
The launch of digital financial planning.
How many Finovate conferences have you attended?
This will be my second.
Do you prefer reading fiction or nonfiction?
Absolutely.
Oh, both. Okay. A second there. If you weren't working in fintech, what field would you be working in?
I would be working in video games.
How many meetings do you generally have per day?
3 to 5 meetings per day.
What's one thing that you're afraid of?
My biggest fear is that I haven't cooked enough food for a dinner party.
What is your favorite thing you've ever splurged
on? Favorite thing I ever splurged on was the engagement ring for my wife.
What has been the highlight of this year for you?
This year's been tough, right? The highlight was spending 2 months in Vermont with my daughter and my best friend.
Oh. What's been the highlight of this month?
The highlight of this month was getting our first real check from our first big customer.
Ooh, congrats. What's been the highlight of today so far?
My first cup of tea.
What is one thing most people don't know about digital financial planning?
Digital financial planning is more like SimCity than Excel.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
What do you mean if?
Very good.
I mean, my superpower is creating companies out of thin air.
Very good. That's an important skill. What is your favorite happy hour drink?
My favorite happy hour drink has to be Lush Double IPA from Frost Brewing in Heinsberg, Vermont.
Oh, tasty. What are you hoping to get out of FinovateSpring?
I would like to find another customer.
And finally, what's for dinner tonight?
Tonight we're cooking lamb on the grill.
Ooh, yum. All right, well, that wraps us up. To our audience, thank you so much for joining us. This has been Matthew Bellows, CEO of bodeswell.io, one of our FinovateSpring Demoing companies. Matthew, thank you so much for your time.
That was great. Thanks, Julie.